What's good, everybody? Welcome to Sports Talk Tonight. I'm your boy Jay. I'm here with you. We're going to talk sports, recap some NBA, NFL scores, talk about a couple of the top sports stories of the week, and I'm going to break it on down for you. I want to tell you all to make sure you subscribe to my podcast. The link is in the description box below. Every day I give a sports rundown of the odds for the games and the lines and all of that great stuff. So if you are a person that likes to, just know more information about your favorite sports teams, or if you like to place bets, whatever the case may be, however you see fit to use this information, I am providing it in my podcast free of charge. So definitely use this valuable and useful information because it is very helpful. With that being said, check it out, and we'll get into it. And also, you can find my podcast, whether it's on Apple Music or Spotify, Google Play, whatever the case. I have it listed there, all of those great places, so please check it out. Now, I got a couple of stories that we're going to talk about today, whether it's about Tom Brady maybe having a divorce and $650 million on the line, let alone love and kids, but also a hell of a lot of money, and you'll be surprised the reason why. Also, I'm going to talk about Colin Kaepernick's latest endeavor with Netflix. Black and White is actually pretty good, better than I expected. And of course, excuse me, we're going to talk about the latest NBA and NFL scores. And so let's get started. Before I get in there, let me give a shout out to One Journey, the first one in the building tonight. I appreciate your support, One Journey. Thanks for coming through. Definitely glad that you was ready and to hear what's going down. Montana Mac said Ice Cube turned down a big movie deal and he refused to be forced to take the vaccine. That is true. I saw that, but that's not a sports-related topic, so I'm not going to get into that today, but I was going to break it down on Friday. I wonder if he going to make people in the Big Three league have to take the vaccine. Now that would be interesting. Natasha Jones, what's up, sis? How you doing? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. My boy Brillo coming through, supporting. I appreciate you, big dog. Thanks for coming through as always, man. You a real one, man. I appreciate it. Ron Mitchell, what's good, man? Thanks. Many blessings back to you, my brother. So let me go ahead and get into it. Let me take a little sip right quick. As Ice Cube would say, let me take a sip of the potion. Let's hit that three-wheel motion. All right. So, let's get in there with Tommy B. All right. Tom Brady, the legend. Some may say the GOAT. Okay. He got a legendary wife, Giselle. Giselle is a supermodel. Some say one of the most successful supermodels to ever do it. What we have here is that she's tired of him playing football, but it gets a little deeper than that. Let me break it on down to you because she don't even like his friends. And wait until you find out who his friend is that she don't like. Now, it says that they may be going towards divorce. She's tired of him playing football. She wants him to take a break. It says that his career is causing tension in his marriage with Giselle over the past few months. Different outlets have reported that his love for football is frustrating her, and she wants him to retire and settle down. It said that she was trying to start a reality show. Okay, I know he don't want to be on no damn reality show. And she was hoping that Brady would retire And they had planned to work with Fox Entertainment to create the new show, which was sure to be filled with drama, of course, like all reality shows. And she was all for it when she heard the pitch because she's dying for time to retire. But apparently Brady's career in the NFL has raised issues in their marriage for years. Okay? In her eyes, a reality show had the potential to make their marriage stronger. I don't know what type of eyes she got. She must need glasses. No reality show has made anybody's relationship stronger that I know of. Anyway, it says insiders close to them said that they disagreed, alleging that the show could end up ruining the marriage. Star reported Giselle wanted Tommy B to cut ties with his friend Tiger Woods. That's right. Ever since he's lived in Florida, him and Tiger Woods have been big buddies. And she no likey. She no likey da. And it says that she wants him to stop hanging with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods' reputation, you know what I'm saying? He been known for swinging that stick, that golf stick, and she don't like it. We got in the building, my boy Lamont Tyson. What's good, big bro?
I can't call it, man. What's up with you?
Oh, nothing much. I'm breaking down the Tom Brady and Giselle divorce that is possibly on the horizon. Yes, what? Sir. Yes.
Man, when did this news break?
This is news that just came out today. And they say that she wants to have a reality show. She wants him to retire. And she wants him to stop hanging with his new best friend in Florida, Tiger Woods. Yes. It says since he's been there, that Tiger Woods' stick game is legendary, okay? She don't want that. And it's saying...
You know the backstory on this, don't you, J-Mo?
Which one? What is it?
With Tiger Woods' ex-wife, Elin Nordegren, she was like a nanny that was in the same circles as Tom Brady's wife's people. She was in one of those circles, and then she went and blew up and got her a man, so she ain't had the nanny no more, got with Tiger Woods. And, and Giselle, for the last 7 years, has been said, Tom, I want you to retire. He was like, nope, Giselle, I love football a little more than you. I'm going to keep playing this game. Which makes you think, what is Tom doing on those away games?
Right.
Hey, they don't call him the GOAT for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We saw Tiger Woods. What gave him his power was all that extracurricular activities. Because once that stopped, he came regular Tiger. He was more like Kitty Cat Woods.
But you know, J-Mo, we men, and we've been in locker rooms, we play sports, and that usually is that adrenaline and that rush you get from those type of activities usually is associated with people who are at the top of their class in anything, not just sports. CEOs at rich banks, people who are top of the media. That whole thing comes with the territory, and she probably sick the hell of it. Right,
definitely. It also said that she don't even like Tiger Woods' girlfriend. She said in this thing that they went on a double date, and his girlfriend Erica Herman, the supermodel, wanted to call it quits because she said that she was boring and didn't want to deal with her again. She called Tiger Woods' girlfriend boring.
Wow.
Yeah, and she said she tired of him always talking about sports together for hours, and the two girls ain't got nothing to talk about, nothing in common. And Tiger Woods' girlfriend called Giselle stuck up.
I can see that.
I can see that too.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see, because I mean, you got to think, Giselle comes from a background of modeling, and then on top of that, she's damn near worth $500 million
right.
or more.
And she's foreign; she's not even from here, so they already have different ways of being with people socially. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they a lot of them kind of turn their nose up from the jump.
Yeah.
From the real. You ain't even got to have all that much money. You foreign, you come here, you turn your nose up at certain people.
Yeah.
And there has been rumors in the past that there's a shred bit of racism in Little Miss Giselle Bundchen.
I wouldn't put it past her. Where is she from again? Brazil or something?
No, she ain't from Brazil. I thought she was from Europe, somewhere in Europe.
Hey, if y'all know in the comments where she from, y'all let us know.
Oh, I'll look it up. While you doing that, I'll look it up.
All right, no problem. One last thing about this is said that Brady, when he moved to the Bucks, he said and promised her he would retire if they won a when they win a Super Bowl. I bet you he didn't expect it to be the first year. He was probably hoping it'd be like 5 years. They won one the first year, and she said, "Okay, retire." And he said, "Nah, I'm gonna wait till I'm 50 before I retire." And she said she got pissed.
So yeah, I know. So she is from Brazil, J-Mo. You're absolutely right. And her middle name is Caroline.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, she a little Brazilian beauty. But you know, she probably got a little nose in the air to Americans. And
of course.
Yeah, especially another woman that's not on her level, rich and famous. She probably look at her like, man, you a nanny or something. She probably,
right.
Right. Tiger got another
Tiger
nanny.
Woods' old wife, you know. And then on top of that, J-Mo, you know that she knows that women who don't have the kind of finances she has, that the IG girls that just look good, they fling themselves at somebody like Tom Brady. You know, she probably walk on eggshells every time he's away from the house for more than a day.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know,
yeah, Tom Brady got a line like he was selling dope for groupies, I'm sure.
Right, and so she probably looking at like these little hungry-ass IG chicks coming for my man. I can't be around him to protect him all the time. And, you know, and God only knows what other stuff Tom Brady has gotten into, because we know Tom Brady ain't averse to lying, because that whole Deflategate, his ass lied.
Oh, yeah.
Damn what you say. When you smash up the evidence in them phones, you hiding something.
Yeah.
And if you can't prove through the evidence what you're hiding about, then you always have the specter and the allure of a doubt. But his ass was lying, and if he'll lie about that, he'll pretty much lie about anything.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, he ain't gonna have a problem lying to his wife about cheating. Like you say, he lied about a damn football.
Right.
Damn sure gonna lie about that. And yeah, she is worth more. Shout out to Ron Mitchell. She is worth more than Tom. Tom is worth
way more.
Yeah, she's like more than double. I think Tom is worth $250 and she worth like
$650.
$650. There you go.
$650. She's worth more than $500 million by herself. So what kind of marriage arrangements do they have? Because if Tom Brady want to be funny,
he can get spousal support.
Look, unless they got prenuptial agreements, which I'm sure you know, when you got that much money, pretty much all of them do that. But Tom Brady, when you think you're gonna leave me without any proof of me doing anything wrong, honey, I'm gonna need half of that modeling money.
Damn right.
Yep.
I'm used to living a certain lifestyle. Okay, right. And I need some of that money, or else I won't be able to live that way. I'll be broke.
Right. You know, I have aspirations to own a football team, and I can't do that by myself. I need some of your money too, Giselle. I ain't just get with you for your looks. I got with you because you had looks and something else the IG girls can't offer.
That's true. Damn right. Damn right. Let me ask you this. How long do you realistically think Tom Brady can play? To 50? He's what, 44, 43, 44? That's 6 more years. I mean...
I think that as long as he can avoid big shots, he can probably play till he's 50, because his arm, there's nothing wrong with his arm right now, and he's into the diet and the type of training that keeps his arm and his joints from messing up. He's into that pliability stuff. And so as long as he can avoid big shots, which the league is geared toward making it so that quarterbacks don't take big hits.
That's true.
I can easily see him play to 50. Because,
Okay.
I mean, he enjoys it. And you can tell he enjoyed it. But, you know, a lot of cats, man, professional sports gets old, bro. The rigmarole.
Yes.
Even when I was playing football in college at Wake Forest, at times that got old, and that's college.
Right.
You know, I can only imagine what it's like in the NFL. So I think that Tom Brady, whether he admits it to us or not, he loves the trappings that come with being one of the top 3 athletes in a professional sport. The money, the fame, the women, the notoriety, the prestige, the getting your penis sucked all the time by announcers and by females, all that. Tom Brady loves all that. And that's why he keep going. And Giselle probably know that, Jay.
Oh,
Giselle probably know that. And that's probably why she's getting more and more frustrated. And I mean,
right.
At the end of the day, if she basically sat down with him and said, look, you told me you was going to be out the league by XYZ. It's 7 years past it. And now I'm going to call your bluff.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
That's
it ain't
true.
like they need no more money.
That's true. And also, you got to keep in mind, although she a supermodel, she knows and he knows, and everybody, if you realistic, know it's a lot of beautiful women out there in the world that ain't no damn supermodel, because that's just a job. They could be
Just
one. They got the looks of it, but they didn't do that type of work. And
I mean, we got friends on IG that look better than Giselle that ain't supermodels.
Right.
You know, I mean.
Right. So, you know, supermodel is about really being tall, slim, and, you know, having a certain little look, wafy look. But that don't mean that they the most beautiful. So, you know, she definitely got some competition in that regards. And as far as this year, this dude, Tom Brady, is having an amazing year.
He's having a good year, man.
Yeah, he leads the league in passing yards. I believe he leads the league in touchdowns. Where's touchdowns? Let's see. That's in receiving. But, you know, he leads the league in touchdowns. He leads the league in passing yardage. There it is, Tom Brady. Passing yards. He got 25 touchdowns right now. I mean, he on pace to have it more than 50. And, and 5 interceptions. That's crazy.
Man, he's really... And the NFL has got to be eating this up. Because you're talking about a dude who's 44. He's literally grandpa age in a lot of people's society.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Grandpa age.
Definitely.
He's grandpa age, and he's the best player you got in your league right now. So, you know, all the stuff that the league can push. Oh, you know, kids don't give up on your dreams. And if you dream, you can have it. And all that bullshit they tell you that ain't always true. You can use all those cliches with Tom Brady right now. And heaven forbid he keep this pace up and he win the MVP. Oh, my Lord.
Right. That's amazing. And I love Tom Brady in this regard, that he's 1 year older than me and still playing at a high level. He's the only player in sports my age or older left. Everybody else is younger than me. I remember a day when everybody in sports was older than me and I looked up to him. Then I remember a day when everybody was my age and I used to think, wow, they my age doing this. That's amazing. Wow, you know. And now it's a day when I look at them and I be like, wow, they're so young. I'm old now.
I was saying the same thing, man. Like it's a couple of dudes in baseball left that's like 40 plus, but it ain't but like 3 or 4 of them left. Because, you know, you can pitch till you damn near 50.
Yeah, because you only work, 2 days a week?
Basically.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. And you was talking about Brady avoid them hits. He only has 12 sacks right now in 8 games. Wow. They barely touching this man.
Yeah, he barely getting to, and then most of the time he collapsed before they can get to him anyway. He see it coming, he just fall on down.
Right. That's smart. That's smart. And I'm looking right here also, just as a side note, Matthew Stafford, wow, he's having a great year with the Rams. I knew they were doing good, but he's second in yards. He's second in touchdowns with 22, only 4 interceptions, 7 sacks. He's only been hit 7 times. I mean, wow.
He making the case, man. He making the case for MVP.
Definitely. Matthew Stafford is looking good, man. Damn, that Detroit curse. He got that monkey off his back real quick, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I love my wife's town, but, man, they just can't get it right with football.
No.
I mean, if they want them to ever get it right, they need to threaten to take away the Thanksgiving game away from them. I bet you they get stuff fixed then.
Yeah, they don't deserve it anyway. It should go to Chicago. But don't they play Chicago or something in Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
Or they play different teams. Okay.
They do play different teams.
Okay.
They do play different teams. Because it used to be they used to only have 2 games. Now they got 3 or 4. Because you got the noon game, you got the 4 p.m. game, then you got the night game. So 3 games.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I remember Madden used to talk about the turducken?
Yeah.
Miss Jocelyn say, I'm my own supermodel. I know that's right, sis.
Yeah, man.
Keep it going. Miss Jocelyn, a diehard Cowboys fan right here.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't be no supermodel. You're a diehard Cowboy fan. Oh, no. Yeah. No.
Right.
No. But I know she's happy. They having a great year this year, man. They look like, J-Mo, they look like they could be a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, they
100%.
do. Yeah, 100%. Dak is playing really good. I was just looking at that for the quarterback stats. He only has 4 interceptions and 7 sacks. He got only, 16 touchdowns right now, but still, Dak Prescott, he in the top 10. He number 8. And we talked about that at the beginning of the season, that he a top 10 quarterback.
We did.
Yeah.
I think we even said we put him in the top 5.
Yeah, definitely. And he's having a great year. We didn't see Joe Burrow coming, though, as number 3 this year.
No.
Yeah, I don't think nobody saw that, though. You know, he's having a great year. 2,200 yards, 20 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions. He got sacked 20 times, though. He ain't know how to avoid them hits just yet.
He's still a rookie, man.
Right.
And you know, the sad thing is Miami could have got him instead of Tua.
Woo! I know that's breaking your heart right now.
Man, but to be honest with you, you don't know if he would have worked out in Miami because everybody's system is different.
That's true. Football is way different than basketball, you know.
Right.
Yeah, your coaching and your system really makes a difference, which is why I want my Bears to have a better offensive coordinator or coach so that we could give Fields the best shot possible to be successful, because Nagy is not the best coach right now. I don't believe in him right now. And I would love for them to get a Andy Reid type. I don't know who that would be, but that would be great.
Right.
You know, that definitely would be great. Hell, I mean, we could bring in Jim Caldwell, if he want to come back and coach.
Now, and here's the thing about him. Jim Caldwell was my coach at Wake Forest when I played Wake Forest football. He was at Wake Forest back in the day. Then the NFL came calling, and homeboys like, fellas, I'm out of here.
I know that's right.
Nobody couldn't say we blame you.
Hey, man, that was millions. And he did win the Super Bowl with the Colts. So he wasn't the head coach, though.
He was on team, though.
Yeah. Was he D coordinator? I think he was D coordinator or something like. No, he wasn't D coordinator. He was something, though. Assistant coach.
I was about to say, at Wake Forest, he was head coach, but, man, he had his hands in the offense.
Okay.
He had his hand deep. And what I liked about him was he liked a lot of cats. Well, I guess back in that era, people did, but he liked having fullbacks in the backfield during that era, where a lot of people they was trying to move you away from the fullback, having hybrid tight ends and stuff like that.
Right.
But he believed in a fullback, and that's what I played, fullback and linebacker. And he believed in handing the ball off to the fullback. So,
Larry Zonka.
Dude, right.
The NFL doesn't value fullbacks anymore. They try to make them a blocker, if anything, nowadays.
I mean, there's a bunch of teams that don't have a fullback on the roster.
Wow.
Like Kansas City, they don't have a fullback.
That's just ridiculous. So what they use, a tight end or a running back in that position?
If they've got a smash play, they'll get one of the big offensive linemen to be blocking.
Wow.
But I mean, if you as a team see the offensive lineman coming in,
right,
you know exactly what they're about to do.
Right.
You know exactly what they're about to do.
Right. And I remember the days of Mike Allstott, with Tampa Bay, man, with the big washboard in the back of his jersey, man.
Yeah. Cowboy collar. Had the cowboy collar.
Yeah, definitely. So, they need to go back to using the fullback properly. Even when I play Madden, it's a couple fullback plays I use to bust it up the middle on some people, man. You get a good fullback, man. But...
Hey, man, who you talking? I just use fullback dive all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the fullback dive definitely work, you know what I mean? So, Miss Jocelyn said D. Watt supposed to be coming to Miami. We talked about that the other day, just me and you. Tell her what your thoughts is on Deshaun Watson since Miami is your team.
I don't think he made the trade deadline today because it's up to Deshaun to go where he wants to go because he has in his contract he can pick where he want to go. He had this thing narrowed down to Carolina and Miami, but here's the problem. Houston started saying that they want 4 first-round draft picks, some cash, and some players. Like, dude, what the hell, man?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Hell? Yeah, you're not about to get all that. Carolina said hell to the no like a week ago. We still entertained it, but what we was going to try to do is we was going to give them 2 first-rounders, goodbye Tua, and give them a little bit of cash, and they said that wasn't enough. And not only did they want the first rounders from Carolina, but they also wanted Christian McCaffrey, along with all them first round draft picks. And like, bro, you're not gonna get all that,
right?
So
they trying to be like the Sixers and Ben Simmons, asking for so much when you got a distressed asset right now too.
You got a distressed asset. Nobody's doing nothing with him. You still going to have to pay this man all this money, and he's sitting out. I mean, get rid of him.
Right. I don't understand it. Yeah.
Come to a deal. I mean, on one hand, it hurts him because he's not playing, but on the other hand, it's got to hurt Houston a little more because you still got to pay this man his contract.
Right.
Because he hasn't been found guilty of nothing yet. Exactly. Now, if he was found guilty, that would void his contract. But he hasn't been found guilty of anything yet. Mm-hmm. And I 100% guarantee you that they're not going to let it get to a trial court because I think me and you talked about this too. You don't think that the ownership and the staff had something to do or had no news of these women and some of these massage therapists he was going to? Hell, they just caught the owner in Vegas with Robert Kraft not too long ago going to one of these places.
Yep.
So,
yeah. So, yeah, man, they don't want to get implicated or open up that can of worms. They trying to get these damn emails, people to forget about them with Gruden. So, they don't need those type of problems. And I think by them thinking if we sit them out for a year, maybe people will forget about it. It'll be another news story and it'll move on, which may happen, but who knows what may pop up in a year. Something else may pop up. They should have just got rid of them and took it as a loss or whatever it is and let that be somebody else's problem and move on with your franchise instead of keeping him there and keeping the problem, if it is one, in your house.
Let it be somebody else's issue. And then eventually the NFL still's got to make a ruling. So he's going to have to sit out some games. And you just wonder, will they allow these games he hasn't played to count toward whatever punishment they're going to hand out to him when he go to somebody else? So it's a lot with Deshaun, man. I'm like, bruh, like, we don't know the whole story. But my grandma used to always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And this could legitimately be a situation where, with most of these girls, they voluntarily did what they did, and then one or two of them got upset, or maybe he did violate one or two, and then they get to talking to the other people they knew that was in his chain, and we're going to gang up on him, and to make him look bad, he'll have to bow out and pay us.
Right. Exactly. And a lot of women in that position sometimes think that if they do give it up or do something, that he gonna fall in love or, give them money, and he probably played them shady to the side, which, is not good, but it's still not a crime.
Right.
And that's how they gonna try to get revenge. I mean, in these type of situations, it's a one-on-one. It's no witnesses. It's no proof. They don't have nothing. Evidence. Yeah, it's his word.
The only evidence you can have that I would encourage people, especially young men, if you're going to be out here fraternizing with this level of women, you need to keep text records. Now, at the end of the day, if the woman says that she told you not to do something in a private situation, it becomes your word versus hers. But to support what you are saying, if you have text messages of you and her going back and forth, texting in a sexually explicit manner, she's okay with it in the text, she's even saying, come get me, daddy, stuff like that, that helps build your credibility.
Right.
It might not win you the case, but having text message records of you two going back and forth, when she tries to say it's a he said, she said, helps build your character, helps build your reputation, so that you don't get caught in a situation where you really didn't do anything wrong.
Yep, definitely. Ron Mitchell say he had several family members that are pro athletes, and they all say you got to watch those women first. Be careful. And that's the truth, man. Definitely.
You ain't even got to be an athlete to have to do. You could be a small YouTuber. and you got to watch them like a hawk.
That's true. That is true. People look for easy money nowadays, man. And the way that the system is rigged is that they ready to try to believe them off top, as if women don't lie. And try to, manipulate people like men do. Everybody lies. So you should take everything, with a grain of salt and investigate and have proof.
Right. You gotta have some proof.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Did you see Colin Kaepernick's Black and White on Netflix?
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it. I'll tell you a little bit about it right quick. I ain't gonna spoil nothing or whatever, but it's actually better than I thought. Now, they giving it a 4.2. It's much better than a 4. Okay? A lot of these people probably didn't agree with the need, whatever the case. What this is, and I can see them making 3 seasons, maybe even 4, is he's a narrator, but you can actually see him. It's actually directed by Robert Townsend, a lot of these. And,
okay.
Yeah, and what it's showing is this is supposed to be him, and it's covering him in his high school years. So this whole season is only about his high school upbringing, being adopted by 2 white parents, and each episode is about some of the things he went through. Like the first episode is about how he identified growing up with AI, Allen Iverson, and he wanted to get braids and do this and that. And his mother, adopted mother, didn't understand said he looked like a thug, uncomfortable when he was around black folks getting his hair braided. The coach on the baseball team said that he got stuff hanging out the back of his hat. He need to get the hair cut. The father and mother didn't support anything he was ever trying to do. And, it just showed a little bit of microaggressions that he had to deal with growing up as the only black kid in a white, predominantly all white neighborhood in California, and with white parents that, didn't understand and kind of didn't want to understand the black culture.
See, that's the problem. It's one thing to not understand it. It's another thing to not want to understand it when you're in a situation where you must understand it.
Right. And when he narrates, he's in this room most of the time, and he'll be walking around, talking, sitting down, and then it'll cut to the actual footage going on. They didn't actually show anything with him playing football or anything like that. This scene was when he was going on like a baseball, game or trip with the parents, and when he got in the elevator, another white dude said, "Hey, are you two going to be all right?" As if this dude was about to mug them or something.
Wow.
And then the thing that they always end up saying, and they would laugh, "Oh, no, we're all right. He's bothering us, but he's our son. He's adopted." Like they had to tell everybody he's adopted every damn time. A cop pulled them over. They had to tell the cop. They telling people at the damn lobby of the hotel. They telling this elevator man. Like, damn. You got to let everybody know that I'm your son, but not really. So, that was strange.
And we jokingly talk that, a lot of white people have this save a black person mentality, which is why they're always trying to adopt black kids. But you tend to forget that culturally, there's a different place. They're in a different space in this country because of what this country is going through. And you have to be sensitive to that. You got to educate them on that. And it's kind of tough for you to do that if you've never been around, had a friend, or been with someone who's into the culture, which is why it makes me mad that I'm hearing there's an upswelling of white people getting mad about quote unquote critical race theory, which is something that they're not even teaching in the schools in the first place because they're worried about the sensitivities of white kids is why they're not doing it. So a lot of people don't know that before they had the burning of Black Wall Street, they tested that right here in my state when they went to Wilmington, that was ran by all black people, and they went there and looted, burnt down, and killed about 400 black people in Wilmington because they got frustrated that these free slaves done figured out a way to make a town on the Cape and was living it up. So you go there, you burn them up, which was an inspiration for what they wound up doing in Oklahoma.
That's horrible.
But Jay Moore, people don't want their kids to understand that history because what I just told you what happened is critical race theory.
Right, and that's just really history and
that's
truth.
Right. So what we supposed to tell kids? Oh, Europeans came to America. They found this country. It wasn't nobody else here. Somehow, some way, these black people landed on our coast, and they decided to work for us. And we said we'll pay them 600 years later on down the road, so they work for us. And then all of a sudden, now we're in the country we live in now. Come on, man.
Right. And on the side note, that's one thing that really pissed me off with the Biden administration, even considering giving the families that were separated $450,000. They're not even American citizens. They didn't even die. They didn't even go through hundreds of years of slavery. Like what? But giving reparations is off the table. But you want to make these people half a millionaires?
But that fell through the cracks. That didn't even go through.
Yeah, of course. And to even consider that was just nuts. nuts. I mean, if you said you want to give him, 10 grand, that's a lot. But that's more realistic. $450,000.
To how many families was this?
Right. Thousands. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, yeah, man. That's messed up. This scene right here. So, he was getting ready to go on prom. And she was one of the only black girls in the school that he liked, that he could see, because it was a mostly all-white school. And the parents was trying to figure out who he was taking, and she overhearing him talking on the phone. One of his friends saying, "Man, why you want to be with her? She blue black." the mama talking about, what's blue black? And right, and so they finally meet. He couldn't believe when he went to her house. They had fried chicken, all kind of, how black folks get down. They had a spread. And when he went there, he was happy. He showed his mom the picture. She looked at it, put it in a drawer. They later tried to get him to go to the next dance, because they tried to get him to go with a white girl, talking about how beautiful she was. And when they saw her, she wasn't all that beautiful. And then when they did finally get him to go to a dance with the white girl, they put it up on the mantle.
Oh, wow.
Right, right.
Oh.
When he went to the white girl house, they didn't have no spread. They had like a little bowl of trail mix.
Wow, man.
Right.
It's amazing they try to wash my man of his roots.
Yeah, for real. It's really kind of messed up, man. And he showed how he was adopted. And he said that he was never nobody's first pick, first choice, because the parents was trying to adopt somebody else, actually, and it fell through. And so the adoption agency was like, well, we got him. And they was like, well, we'll take him. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. And
now, I wonder how these parents sitting back having to watch this mess. I wonder how they feel about everything now.
Yes, if I was the parents, I would feel a little ashamed and embarrassed to watch this. Seeing how naive and how, they weren't aware of what to do with this young man. And his father, like he was getting blacklisted by the coach on the football team, basically because he wasn't white, even though he was outperforming them. And the father is like agreeing, basically saying, well, you're not ready, or you got to do this, or you should do that. Like, man, he already better than this dude. He had to go through so much just to prove that he was better. It's insane. And this was his little crew right here. And, it was interesting, some of the stuff they went through. But it's definitely worth a watch. It's only 30-minute episodes. It goes by really fast. 6 episodes, 30 minutes. And I think that a season 2 would be him in college. And then they can have a season 3 with him in the NFL. And then maybe a season 4 with what he's gone through after the NFL.
Okay, that would work.
Yeah, definitely. So, it was much better than I thought. It was a quick watch. I ain't telling it, Miss Jocelyn. That's 6 episodes. I ain't told 6 episodes that fast now.
You better watch yourself, bro. She own it.
Right. Definitely. All right, before we get up out of here, man, what's your picks for the NBA? What do you think about the NBA so far? The NBA done got off to a nice start. It's only been about 4 or 5 games in the NBA so far. I'll pull up the standings right here. What's your team in the NBA again?
The Heat.
Miami Heat looking good, 6-1.
Hey, but your Chicago Bulls looking good too now.
Yes, sir. And we only lost by 1 point that game. DeRozan is hitting threes and playing lights out right now. We beat the Celtics.
He looking better than he looked in Toronto.
Yeah, he is.
And you want me to tell you who's looking pathetic?
Who?
The Lakers. The Lakers look pathetic, man. Pathetic.
The Lakers are 4-3 right now. A lot of people expected them to be undefeated at this point. The Lakers have not figured out how to play with LeBron, AD, and Westbrook at the same time yet.
And you're not going to figure it out.
You don't think so?
No. A better lineup would be to put Melo in place of Westbrook. Let LeBron keep being the point guard.
Right.
Melo is on fire right now.
I was just going to bring that up.
That move.
Yeah. Melo is playing almost as good as when he was with OKC, which is about 16 points a game. I'm not going to say he was New York or Denver Melo, but he's playing very good in his limited action. As coming off the bench, he ain't a starter, so, they got him at 50% from the field.
Man, he's shooting like 52% from the three-point line.
Yeah, Melo is doing a great job in his action. These are the leaders for the Lakers. AD, 24.7 points, 11.5 boards. Westbrook, 8.7 assists. LeBron on D with the 2.4 steals. AD with the 2.3 blocks. But like we say, Melo, 16.7 points a game. That's really good for him, considering he ain't did that since his first year out of New York.
Nope.
So
I'm telling you, man, they need to put Westbrook on the bench. He need to come off the bench, be the sixth man.
Yeah, that would be amazing if they did that, because then they would have an unstoppable force coming off the bench. They would always have a lot of energy on the court at all times. But Westbrook probably don't want to do that, which is a problem.
Hey, man, it really ain't about what you want to do. It's supposed to be about the team.
That's true. That is true. Melo really should have came to the Lakers when he left OKC during this time with Houston. LeBron should have been trying to get him with the Lakers then. But, it is what it is. And he had 16.7. That's actually better than when he was with OKC.
Yeah, he balling, man. I mean, he getting that ball, man. It's almost like every time he's shooting, you think it's going in.
Yeah, and that 52% from the field, that's the bet from three. That's the best in his career by far.
Yep.
By far, he hitting 3.5 out of 6.5 threes a game.
He done got that monkey off his back called La Anthony.
You think she been bad luck for him?
I don't think that the chaos that was going on between them helped. I mean, you know how it is when you got your spouse on your mind and stuff ain't going right between y'all and all that. Sometimes that can add some stress and make your performance not be that good.
That's true. Your mind ain't focused.
Right.
That is definitely true. All right, so what is your NFL teams to check out this week coming up? Here's the standings.
Green Bay versus Kansas City.
Okay.
That's the game of the week.
I'll go to the schedule. Yep.
I think it's Thursday night.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, though. And who are you going to pick on that one? They got New York and Kansas City.
I'm picking Green Bay because Kansas City just looks horrible right now, man. I don't see how they're going to get back in this thing and even make the playoffs the way they play it.
Yeah. They got Green Bay and Arizona. No, you know what? This was the last week game. My bad. Let me go to the next week. Week 9. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Green Bay, Kansas City. Yep. Tickets as low as $211. Yeah, that's real low. You'd be all the way up in the nosebleeds.
Right.
Yeah. Especially when you can go to New York and the Colts for $18.
What?
Yeah, the Colts, man, tickets be cheap. $18, and you could be at the Colts. If it was somebody better than New York, it'd probably be more, though, I'm pretty sure.
Right. That's probably why it's so cheap.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you just want to go hang out and tailgate, hey, there you go.
Definitely. $20, that ain't nothing.
Nope.
So that Green Bay, Kansas City is going to be an excellent game. I ain't going to, lie on that one. You say you got Green Bay?
I got Green Bay.
Kansas City defense is struggling. Big time.
Struggling.
Yeah. And Green Bay is on the roll.
Offense struggling, too.
That's true. They got Mahomes trying to do it all right now. And he's had more interceptions already, damn near, than he had last year, the whole year.
Right.
Yeah, he's trying to make too much happen. And it is going to be an interesting game to see how it go. We'll see what happens. They got Duvernay Tardif on the line now. He a doctor. So, he got a medical degree. And then he up here playing football as well. But we'll see if he make a difference. I don't know.
I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah. He ain't going to be able to save Mahomes as much as they would like. But
no.
Yeah, he is a decent player. But
yeah, he's decent.
Yeah.
He's decent, but they got a lot of stuff going on, man.
Yeah. They haven't beat anybody worth a damn yet. The Browns, That was the first game of the year, and they won by 4 points.
I wouldn't even consider the Browns all that good anyway. They got the best running game in the NFL, but you got one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL.
You think Baker is one of the worst?
Baker is on the bottom 32. Yes, he is. Baker
wow. What?
Baker. Because you got to think about the statistics, my man. Their offense, they have the top running game. But when it comes to the passing game, they rank 26.
Okay.
You have the number one rushing attack and the 26th passing attack in all the NFL.
Right.
So that's where I rank him as a quarterback, 26.
Yeah, he definitely is not doing as good as the last couple years. With 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, he definitely is struggling compared to these other years with 27, 22, 26, even though in the 22 touchdowns, he threw 21 NOs. But last year, he threw 26 and only 8 NOs. Mm-hmm. Now he halfway through the year, and he only has 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. What's up? What do you think about Odell Beckham? Should they trade him? Let him go? What's up, man? He dying out there in Cleveland.
It's too late, man. They should have traded him today, because today was the deadline.
Right.
And they should have got rid of him, man. They should have got rid of him, because it's not doing nobody good. Him and Baker Mayfield ain't working out right.
Never have.
It ain't doing nobody any good to stay in that relationship. They should have let him go. Hell, we would have took him in Miami to be the centerpiece with Deshaun when we get him next year.
Woo.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah, I would have loved to have him in Chicago, too.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, give Justin Fields something.
There was some chatter that Kansas City wanted him.
Oh, now that would have been nice. Patrick Mahomes would have had a nice deep threat right there. Yeah, so... Yeah, man, that definitely is going to be the game of the week. I'm going to go with Green Bay as well. I hate to say it because I hate Green Bay.
I hate them too.
Yeah.
I hate them too.
They my arch nemesis as a Bears fan, but they are off to a great start. Aaron Rodgers is having another MVP year. He had, came back week 1, was a little shaky, and he's looked like, he been the Aaron Rodgers of old ever since. So, definitely got to give him his credit and see what's up with that. They say Henry Ruggs facing the DUI charge and a deadly crash. Ain't he with the Raiders?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think this was out there in Las Vegas on the Strip.
Partying. This is one of the things they had a fear for putting a sports team in Vegas is that players would get in trouble partying, doing things they shouldn't, because, you know, it is Sin City. And it looked like he may be one of the first ones to, you know, go down that road of bad conduct. And then they said somebody died as well. That's really messed up. So,
yeah, man, that ain't looking too good for him.
No, not at all. The Raiders have looked a little better ever since the coach has been gone, but Gruden. So we'll see what happens if they're able to keep it going.
Right.
You think they're going to make the playoffs?
Who, the Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they probably gonna make it.
Okay.
They got a pretty decent team. They gonna definitely make it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look, they what, number 1 or number 2 in their current division.
Yeah. Let me look right quick. They only lost like 3 games, even with everything going on. I think. Let's see.
Right.
The Raiders. Yeah, they number 1, 5-2, 2 games.
Yep.
So, and the one of them was against the Bears the week Gruden was gone or whatever, or going through that.
Right, and that was probably the week when everybody was like cussing Gruden out in their head.
Right. So, you know, they would have probably beat the Bears, I ain't gonna lie, if they had it together that week. Right. So they could easily be 6-1. They definitely been doing pretty good. And they in a tough division too, man, but it's still close, man. It's anybody's division with the Broncos, Chiefs, and Chargers all with 4 wins. So, you know, the Raiders, they got 1 win ahead, but they do got, a couple games fewer played. So we'll see what's going on with them, but they look good, man. What about the Cowboys? Who you think is the Super Bowl halfway through the season? Who you pick for the Super Bowl right now, out the NFC and out the AFC?
As bad as I hate to say it, I would pick the Cowboys right now, coming from the NFC.
Okay.
And then in the AFC, man, I do not believe in Buffalo.
Right.
I might would have said I lean toward the Titans, but you can forget that now that that big horse gone.
Right.
And they don't got Adrian Peterson. And so with that being said, in the AFC, it's a toss-up, my brother. I would say the Raiders have as good a shot as anybody to win the AFC. I just don't want to say the Buffalo Bills is the best team in the AFC. So okay. I'm going to say...
What about Lamar?
That's what I was about to say. I was going to say between Baltimore and the Raiders versus the Cowboys.
Okay. All right. What about Joe Burrow?
Nope.
Okay. What about the Chargers? Not yet.
They ain't even going to win that division.
Right. You think the Chiefs are done?
They're done. Stick a fork in them, man. They ready to be pulled out the oven. Okay.
All right. And before I get out of here, I'm going to say my picks for who I think will be in the Super Bowl. This is the mid-season picks. I will go with, let's see. The AFC is tougher than the NFC a little bit as far as who to pick.
Tougher.
Yeah, it's a tougher pick. I'm going to go with, man, they all damn near in the same boat, man.
I done gave you the 2 best. It's the Raiders and Baltimore. They're the 2 best in the AFC right now. Right.
I was trying to come with something different, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Yep.
I think Lamar gonna be able to. He the AFC. I think he can beat all these teams. Especially,
I do too.
Especially at the way they're going. I think so. Buffalo is doing all right, but I just don't believe in Josh Allen yet either.
Me neither.
Yeah,
me neither.
I don't either. They scoring a lot though, plus 120 differential.
But guess who beat them?
Who?
Baltimore.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Lamar, that dual threat, man, is no joke.
No joke.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's been stepping up his passing game here recently.
He has.
It seems like people been like daring him to throw it, and he been throwing it.
Yeah, definitely. He has, man. Lamar, that dual threat. And I was talking, I think, at the beginning of the year saying that he was good, but he need to work on his accuracy. It looked like he's improved it. He's worked on it. So, it's paying off for him, definitely. And I hate to say this one, man, but I'm not going to go with the Cowboys. I'm going to go with either the Packers or the Bucks, man. I really think that Aaron Rodgers is going to try to go out with a bang and win it all in Green Bay and then drop the mic and go somewhere else and make them feel stupid. Had them begging. But, Tom Brady, man, this dude won't quit. So...
Look, I think if the Cowboys see them again, the Cowboys going to beat them.
That was a very good game, man, and I think the coaches who blew that one left way too much time on the clock for Tom Brady to work. They should have used Ezekiel Elliott and chewed up some more of that time. And so that was definitely a coaching problem on that one. And we'll see what's up with that. Before we go, my boy Brillo said, will the Lions win a game this year? He just want to win a game.
They're going to win a game because they're going to have some teams they're going to play that's already going to be secure home field in the playoffs, and they're going to rest starters. They'll get one game.
So there you go. They might get one. Let me look at their schedule before we go. Go ahead.
The last team that went winless in the season was the Lions.
Hell yeah, I remember that. And Orlovsky, he on TV, he was the quarterback, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, now he got a damn job talking about football. Dude, you couldn't even win a game.
I mean, the ownership should have known better than that. I mean, I get you want to be loyal to your people, but you got to get a winner down there. You could have had him be an assistant coach or something. Damn.
Right.
You should have never got rid of Caldwell.
No, they shouldn't have. And they had the nerve to get rid of him because they didn't win or whatever. He was the best coach they had damn near 50 years.
Yep.
Wayne Fonts, but Wayne Fonts only ran Barry into the ground.
It sure did.
Yeah.
Barry retired. Barry's like, I'm done with this.
Right. All right, here go the remaining schedule. They got Pittsburgh, no. Cleveland, maybe. What you think on Cleveland? They do got a good D, though, still.
Cleveland gonna beat them.
Okay. No for the Bears. Hell no.
No, that is a pick'em.
Is
the game in Chicago or is it in Detroit?
It's in Chicago.
Okay.
No, it's in Detroit.
Oh, well, that's definitely a pick'em. That could go either way.
Because Fields is still green.
Yeah, he's very green. So
I just said hell no because I don't want them to beat. Get their one win on my team. But that is a pick'em. But our D is not that bad, so they're gonna have to perform. But we'll see what Goff could do against the Bears D. They lost to the Bears earlier this year, 24-14.
Right.
So let's hope
they'll be home this time, though.
Right. Minnesota. I think Kirk Cousins put up a lot of points on them, though.
Yeah, they're not going to win that game.
Yeah. I look earlier here, though. They was a 2-point game, so that was close. I don't know. Denver, at Denver, I don't think they're going to beat them. Although Denver, didn't they just trade Von Miller?
Yep.
Wow. That was their heart and soul.
They didn't trade him, they cut him.
Wow. He got that big paycheck, man. He getting old. They like, ain't no point in paying him all this money. We ain't winning nothing.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah. Arizona, no. I don't think so. Atlanta might get that one at Atlanta.
Now, they can beat them.
Yeah.
They can beat them. Atlanta's horrible.
Yeah, Atlanta's horrible. That's your probably best bet to get one win.
Best bet,
yeah. That's your win right there if y'all get one, because you ain't gonna beat Seattle, Green Bay, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, or maybe. Oh, that was the preseason, so that's over.
Yeah. Their last game is Green Bay, and Green Bay might already be in the playoffs, so they might win that game if they sit in the starters.
That's true. That's a good point right there. So, and you may have Atlanta or Green Bay, but here's the thing. Do you really want to win a game? You might want to lose the rest of them so you can get that number one pick.
Oh, well, I mean, it's probably going to come down between them and my Dolphins, and we can't get the number one pick because we're going to have to give them to the Giants.
Right. Yeah, because of the trade. So, man. All right, man, we about to get up out of here. I appreciate you, man, for coming through. Let me play a little video right quick for the super chat. I appreciate it. This is a little something for you right here, Brillo Big Dog. Thanks for the super chat.
Hey, guys. You ready to let the dogs out? What? Do what? Who let the dogs out? Who brought this guy over?
Who? All right. Blatant Truth say Vaughn was traded for a second and third round pick. I'm not sure on the deep.
I thought somebody said he was cut, but I mean that do make sense if he was traded for second and third round. I can see that. Give up off some of that cash, but I thought for sure somebody said they had to cut him.
I'm not sure on the details, but I know he gone.
He gone.
He definitely gone.
He won't be coming back until he retires.
Right. Is Vaughn a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah. He the best at his position during the time he played for at least about 5-6 years. So.
And his play in the Super Bowl when they beat Carolina, him bending around the edge, he really made the play of the play. Knocked the ball out of Cam Newton's hands. So, yeah, he definitely.
Right. Didn't he get MVP of the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, all right, brother. I appreciate you coming through.
No doubt.
Definitely, man. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to, J Moore Reviews channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my boy Lamont Life Gains channel. I got the links in the description box, and the link for his channel is on my homepage. One of my featured family members of this YouTube thing of ours. And man, everybody don't forget to check out the podcast, and I'll see y'all on the next video, man. Stay safe. Peace. And I'm up out of here.
All right, fellas.
Yep.
Peace.